Welcome to Landria on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an awesome life. All right, what are we going to do today? Let me think about this. All right. I had to pause it because I lost my train of thought. Sometimes I get so many downloads that if I don't write them down, I start to they just, you gotta like act on them. So here we go. Here is something I think that you'll have fun with, because a lot of you are feeling the negativity and resonating with lower frequencies because you're in fear mode. And you might say, no, I'm not afraid, and then you tell me you're worrying. That's fear. This is why Breakthrough Fear, sign up. I gave you guys, go into Landria's Inspiration, sign up. It's down here in the description. It'll pop up here. Gave you guys a major discount, so if you use a discount code, you can take that course, rip it all apart, find out where all this stuff's coming from. It's all fear. Anything that stops you, anything that keeps you worried, anything you think about that's stressing you out, it's all worry. It's all fear. It's fear. Because you think that you are this, and you're not. Now, when you resonate on lower frequency, so obviously you're on a frequency where other lower frequencies are. So that can be a problem sometimes, because you're like, why is this happening to me, or whatever. You're not making choices to the higher frequency, that's all. You can step out of it any time. I want you to know that nothing has power over you. Nothing has power over you. You say, God does it. No, you are the energy of God. You are that power. And this is where people have problems. Oh, that's blasphemous. That's another belief. These things you shall do more. These things you shall do and more. These things you shall do and more. In the Bible. Just as easy to create a castle as it is a button. Why? A thought's a thought. Manifestation's manifestation. The universe doesn't go, oh wait, that's tough. We need to have a meeting. No. It's power of the universe. It does anything. Boom. And you're controlling all of it. So, why would anything have any power over you? We are all human beings with free will. We have free will while we're here. That's not true of every being out there. Some of them have to abide by certain rules. Thank goodness, because like we abuse ours. This is why the planet's in trouble. We're allowed to do any damn stupid thing we want. And we've been doing it. We're changing that. I hope you're going to be a part of this, because it's time to give up any negative. Your worry and victim mode and all that stuff is a lower frequency, and it is putting that out into the collective. And if you think that's an individual experience to you, you are so wrong. It's only hurting me. No, it's not. It contributes to the collective. Now, you don't get, nobody else damages you. Nobody else makes you think anything. Nobody can have any say over your free will. Those of you who just give it up, man, somebody doesn't want to be with you, let it go. You want something they don't. It's okay to let it go. And you don't like to hear that, because you're not getting what you want, because your ego is so in control right now that you can't realize that there's something so amazingly great that has nothing to do with that. That's only part of an experience to allow you to progress and say, am I in an awakened state? Because if I am, oh my gosh, I will see this differently. I will experience the loss. I will experience pain, but I don't have to suffer anymore. I can see it for exactly what it is. There was something that I experienced with this person. It's no longer there. They're moving on. Can I accept this? Because the universe doesn't make mistakes. And you have contributed your free will to everything. Absolutely everything. Whether you feel like you've done something wrong or not and that person left is irrelevant. It is their choice. They decided that. It's time to acceptance is absolutely perfection. Beautiful. It connects you to the ultimate highest power. Why? Because you have total faith that that's exactly how things should be. And that there's no punishment. There's neither good nor bad, even when it sure feels like it sometimes, right? Why? Because it all has a purpose. It all has a purpose. All right? So nothing has power over you. So this person cannot make you feel bad. When people make comments on my channel, which is like seriously, it's like one in every couple 100,000, I might get some nasty comment. YouTube usually takes them out anyways. I don't even see any of them that, they're, spewing some stuff out there, but it's irrelevant. It has no effect on me. It has no bearing on me. That's the power within them, that they're creating a reality that's negative for themselves. They contribute to the collective, which is why the planet struggles so much with it, because we feel it, but we don't have to act on it, and there's nothing that they have. They have no power over you. Especially a lower frequency. Jeez, give me a break. Bye. Well, you guys, man, you write me and tell, oh, and so and they have, and I can't, and he won't let me, and I'm not allowed, and take responsibility and take control of your life. If you want to be something, be it. Don't be groveling. If you want to be a business person, you start acting like one. How would a business person act? They would do what it takes in this material world to become an amazing business person. They wouldn't act like a beggar on the street. That's why people are out there, because they're acting in the role. They're playing the role. They're learning whatever they need to in that role. There's neither good nor bad. We're not to look down on that. Those are experiences that are amazing. We've all chosen them. We're not here to judge that. But if you want to be an amazing, successful person, start to act like one. You can't do it sitting on your duff or saying, I need something free, or give me. Put the work in and do it. Go get the education. Go put in the work. Go write the business plan. Go learn how to wait tables before you own the restaurant. Do you know how many multimillionaires I've worked with that went bust because they went into an industry they knew nothing about because they thought that they were just so great and rich and everything? They didn't know the first thing about managing franchises or restaurants. And then they would put it in the hands of other people who didn't know what they were doing. And then they wonder why things go wrong. Everything's cause and effect. Lesson learned. No failures. Expansion. I don't want to be expanding with a few $1,000,000, I'll tell you that. So you get to choose. So no one has power over you. You're always making the choices along the way. And if you feel like you're in a low frequency and you're in fear mode, we want to break past fear, break through fear, right? It will be there. We just break through it. We're on planet Earth. It exists here. Get used to it. It's not going to go away, but it does not have to be part of your experience anymore. You do not have to experience it. You can sense it, see it, observe it, and say, I am not going to react to it. I'm not going to let my emotions go into that negative space. And I'm not going to take the actions that a fearful person would take. And you work on it. It's going to take some work. You work on it. So that's why I created a course. We dig deep into that. Where it's coming from, I have to nip it in the bud and understand, oh, there's another story. Where did it come from? Oh, there it came. Oh, there it is again. Whoop, big whoop. I don't have to react to it because nothing has power over me. Me? What is me? You are absolutely the ultimate power of the universe. You are absolutely limitless. How do people come here and walk on water and perform miracles? They're going to the highest frequency. They're doing stuff that humans believe is a miracle. No, they're not. They're just on a high frequency as a human. We just don't see that very often because we live in fear. You have those capabilities. You just don't believe it. So you're going to have to work on that because you have to reprogram yourself. Well, I'm going to tell you something. There is no one and nothing, seen or unseen, that has power over you. No matter what happens, you always get a choice in every split second of every moment of your life. You get to choose. How do I react to this? What do I think about it? What messages am I going to send out? If somebody does something to you, how are you going to react to that? Negatively or positively? Are you going to bless them or are you going to blame them? Are you going to be helpless or are you going to take control and say, I can achieve anything. I can be anyone I want to be at any point. You get to choose it. You get to choose it. Start making choices right now, because we have a limited time on this earth. Regardless of what exists out there, there is no such thing as time. We experience it here, and I guarantee you we're evolving in a direction that you get to choose how you participate in it. This is not meant to be fearful. This is meant to tell you that you get to choose an unbelievable, beautiful, miraculous life. And it will come with challenges, and you will no longer see them as anything negative. You will experience it and say, oh, I'm a human. There's that human stuff going on. Wow, this is unique. I'm not going to get to experience this for very long. We don't live that long. I think we're probably, we live shorter lives than probably any entity in the universe. Why? Because we're loaded with disease, which is based on fear. We don't love each other. We kill each other. We're basically assholes. But we don't have to stay there. We can change that. You know I like to have fun. Welcome to the planet of assholes. And there's so many here that are changing that. So many here changing that. And that's a big job, because we do share the collective. And we are very much in that negative collective here, because out there they're not experiencing it. We affect them, but it's so dense here. You know, it's on this planet, so we have so many people in that dense, you know, negative collective, that when you come here you really feel it, right? So if I was here in the city, you know, I would experience different things. If I go out in the country where there's no noise or light pollution or air pollution, my experience would be completely different, and that's how they are out there. They look at us like, what are they doing? They all have choice at all points. Why are they choosing all this negative stuff? Think about that. Why would anybody choose a negative thought or a negative action or not loving themselves? It just makes absolutely no sense. And they see us that way. They're like, well, I'm not going down there. Yeah, well, they do. But they, you know, they cloak themselves and take off, because who wants to hang around this? It's like, boom. You know, let's get out of here. Let's see what's going on down there. Well, they haven't gotten their act together yet. They're rooting for us, believe me, but we affect them. So we're here in a extremely challenging situation. Don't think this is how the universe works. It doesn't. This is a very short period of time in your linear life here that is unbelievably testing. It is going to test you beyond your imagination. Even if you have an amazing life, it's going to test you. Why? Because you're experiencing the density of this collective planet, collective energy of this planet. You get to experience that on a lower frequency in a dense body with seemingly limitations. But you don't really have those at all. But we're not shifting in that. We don't believe it. So you create your reality all the times. No one has any power over you. Zippo. You think that boss, that spouse, you're making it up. It's a story. You've been told that. Why? Because we experience emotions here, and we allow ourselves to be controlled by the outside world. And we allow those emotions to go into that darker side. Experience it. I don't know about you, but done. Done. Right? Do your job and get out of here. If you want to get out of here, you better do your job. And that is raise one frequency, and it's right here. Raise the frequency of the planet, one light being at a time. That's my logo. That's my motto. Have you seen it? Raising the frequency of the planet, one light being at a time. And guess which one it started with? Right here. And I continue to work on it, because I'm experiencing being human. And it is really testing all of us. But once you have that information, nothing will ever be the same again. I'm sorry you have that information now. No excuses. If you want to stay in density and be angry and whatever and make up stuff, that's your reality. You're going to go into that negative space and stay there until you realize it's all made up. You have unbelievable power of love, miracles, healing, nothing you can't do. You are whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. I'm going to go get my bike fixed and go for a really long bike ride because tomorrow it's supposed to rain. I love you guys. You're amazing. You're beautiful when you start to believe that. Namaste.